Oh, I got a question here from Lee Richards. He'd like to thank you for sticking with us when we got relegated in '77 and helped get us back up again. And he'd like to know your opinion of Terry Neill's time as a Spurs manager, who's never, obviously for his connections, generally popular, I guess, with Spurs fans. But at least he made Steve the club. Is he right in saying that he made you the club captain and also kept what was a Spurs side that was struggling a bit? He kept them up for a bit longer than maybe they could have.
Hi, Lee. So, Terry Neill actually did my game a lot of good. So I actually have not got a bad word to say about Terry. Did he make me captain? In a way he did, but Bill Nick started the process off by making me vice captain when Martin Peters failed a fitness test before Lynn Oslo in the early 70s. And he came in and he told the team, he named the team and he named me as captain, and I'm making Steve vice captain. So if Martin's ever injured again, I don't have to make that decision. Steve will be the captain. So, when someone like Bill Nick gives you the armband, it's an honor anyway to captain Tottenham Hotspur. And by the way, in terms of staying on in relegation, I played 42 games out of 42 in our relegation year. So it must have had something to do with me. I was captain. I was an influence on the pitch, but not a big enough influence, to maybe cover some weaknesses in our team. But, and you know what? Tottenham Hotspur is my club. It's our club. It's your club, Lee. And I don't care who owns it. I really don't care who owns it. It's our club. They're just looking after it for us for a little while. So Terry Neill came in on the back of Bill Nicholson slightly losing it with age and a bit of pressure. And the team was not functioning. And I'd become particularly sort of negative in my thoughts. And he opened up the game to me. And you know how he did it? In a very simple manner. In those days, the goalkeeper kicked the ball, and by Christ, Pat Jennings could kick it.
Could score as well.
Said, yeah, he did. And he said, Steve, run forward beyond the front players who should be challenging for the ball, Gilly and Martin, maybe not Gilly then, Martin Chivers was, but run on beyond. And I know I want you to do it 3 or 4 times a half. And I know that if the ball breaks back against us, that you will recover back as quick as anyone. So I'm trusting you to do that, but I just want to open your game up for you and think about forward movement. And by doing that, I think I scored 6 goals that year. And 6 goals was unheard of for me. I scored 1 goal per year for 17 seasons, but at least 1 goal. But it just got my head up and made me realize forward movement. And the game is about forward thinking, forward passing, forward movement, because that's actually what people pay for. And so I have no reason to criticize Terry Neill. In a way, because he was good for me. When Martin Peters eventually left, he did make me captain. I'd been truly disappointed if he hadn't done. And who knows, if I hadn't been captain when we got relegated, maybe we wouldn't have got relegated. But who knows? I wouldn't have had that extra feeling for the club that if the chance came, would I have taken it? I don't think so, but I don't know because it never happened. Good question, though.